Right, with me I've got Paul Stramis, the manager of Civics Football Club. Now Paul, you're busy here with a friendly against Ramblers, trailing 1-0 at this stage, and yesterday you beat African Stars 1-0 in another friendly. What's your impressions of these games so far?
Jalga, friendlies is a different ball game than a real match, in the sense that the coaches are looking out different formations. They're looking out for the trialers. So yesterday we won 1-0 against African Stars. Was a good match. First half more or less our old guys, and then in the second half more or less the trialers. Yeah, it's just the other way around today, but. All in all, very good competition, very good training matches pre-season. But I don't want us to read much in the results. As I'm saying, different coaches are looking out different formations, and as I said, there's a lot of trialists here. Still, we need to cut down. We had a lot of guys in the beginning when we started with pre-season, but we cut it down. We have about 10 guys still on trial, and at the end of the day, we'll only use about 4 or 5. But so far so good. I'm looking forward for the league to kick off on the 15th with the cup game, and then 22nd away trip to Walvis Bay versus 11 Arrows. But I think by then, over 2 weeks from now, I think we will be more ready in order to make a difference in the league this time around.
Right, as you mentioned, a lot of trialists. You haven't made any signings yet, but are there any names maybe you'd like to mention? People you think can strengthen the squad?
Yeah, Jalga, obviously we only have one player from a Premier League, is Frans de Moine, that was practicing with was on the books of Orlando Pirates last season. We have a lot of youngsters here, obviously, as Jerry is also following the footsteps of Christy when it comes to believe in youngsters. But we could see in yesterday's friendly that at the end of the day, the youngsters, it's a big gap from second division or first division up to the Premier League. Saying that is that you can clearly see that the guys they will adapt it will take time to adapt for them, but there's a few youngsters like Diego guy up front, and that's Kluter guy, Doggies, Nigel, guys that I think really can. There's one guy at the back, Remy. So I think at the end of the day, some of the youngsters, I think maybe it's time for them to get a chance, but as I said, from the 10, I think only 4 will make it to the final team.
Right, and also a new coach you've got here now, Jeremy Zimmer. How's he fitting in?
Yeah, Zimmer is a relatively young coach. First time he's a head coach of a senior team. He was the assistant with Christie last season, and then he's also in the setup of the NFA in the youth structures. But it's a big task for him. I think he's up. I think he's up to the challenge. It is a big challenge for him. But we had a very long talk with him. You can remember a few weeks ago we were in the situation: should we appoint him as the head coach, or should we go and look for another experienced coach? And the management of Civics felt that by now it's time to give Jerry a chance in order for him to show his mettle in the Premier League. We have to work together. We have to. I've worked with a lot of coaches at Civics. They all were good coaches. Some of them a little bit not so good. But at the end of the day, I think we have to. If the team management and the players work together very well, I think then it will make the job for Jerry very, very easy. But to sum it up, he has a big challenge ahead of him, as he's a rookie, so to speak, in the Premier League. But I think we have to give him a chance, and by in the middle of the league, we will sit down and have a look to where we're standing on the log, and I strongly believe that by then we will be in a good position, and I strongly believe that he will be our coach at least until the end of this season.